So the weird thing is, like, I bullshit you. Now look at my eyes. My right eyelid is lower than my left, and I can't move one eyelid at a time. It's like I'm half high. What's good? Please excuse that. I fucked up something, and I have yet to fix it. I'm gonna fix it. I'm not a tech ass nigga. I'm not a dirty nigga. It's just something that happened, and I have to fix it. So please, don't mind it. But anyway, what's good, y'all? It's your boy XC here, and yeah, today we got a story time. Tinder story time. But yeah, before I start the story, let me just note that I'm not gonna say any real names besides my own. Dude, you know me, right? The chair is sinking. This chair is broken and it's sinking. But yeah, y'all, let's just get this started. So basically, to start the story off, obviously I was on Tinder. You know, swiping right, swiping left, everything you do, super like and all that. You know, I'm just like trying to find a girlfriend. I matched with the girl, and we're talking. I'm like, cool. Later, I was like, what's up? Blah blah blah. Spin game. I'm like, yo, because like I would go on there once in a while. I'm like, yo, I'm not really on here. Like, you can give me your snap, your number, or matter of fact, here's my Snapchat. Add me. So okay, cool. She adds me. Cool, great. I add her back an hour later, and I Snapchat her. I'm like, what's up? And she Snapchats me back. The first picture she sends me is a booty pic. I'm like, hey, it's nice. You got a nice one on you, don't you? That's nice. Looking like two perfect plump muffins. And I'm like, whatever. She snaps me back again, showing her. I'm like, hey, this is nice. I like that. Cool. I'm like, yo, you have a nice body. Like, I appreciate it. She's like, oh, thank you. And then we just start texting on there. And I forgot exactly how the conversation of sex came up, but I mean, it came up. So we're talking about whatever. And I basically said, like, I've gotten head a few times. Had a girl who's like, you know, made me come off head. And she's like, oh, I can do that easy, no problem. I'll show you. I'm like, you'll show me. She's like, yeah. I'm like, bet. Like, this is kind of too easy, but okay. We're talking for about a month or so, and I'm at my friend's house. No, actually, I'm FaceTiming her at this point. She's like, you know, my friends are here. We're all chilling. If you guys want to come over, whatever. So I'm like, bet. I asked my boy, I'm like, yo, you trying to go? He's like, get the address. We on our way. Simple, easy, smooth. I'm like, yo, your boy's about to, you know, we pull up, whatever. Some people there chilling. Actually, one dude I knew from school was there. I'm like, yo, dog, what's up? He was drunk as fuck. Me, I was sober. My boy was, everybody there was sober besides him and one other dude. We're chilling. You know, I go sit down next door and shit. I say what's up to everybody, introduce myself. My friend introduces himself or whatever. Damn it. So I'm sitting next to her and shit. And this one dude, the one that was drunk or whatever, drunk or high, whatever, he was like, out of nowhere, hey, bro, did you come over here just to kiss her? And like in my mind, I'm like, the fuck what type of weird ass question is that? And like right before I'm about to say something, she's like, no, he came over here because I wanted to kiss him. But I'm just looking at him, I'm like, I'm like, why? I'm like, that's weird. Like, why are you being weird, bro? And he starts laughing. And I just look at her, I'm like, okay. We're chilling, whatever, talking, vibing. And they're like, oh, we want to go to this pier. And I'm like, let's go. And she's like, no, I don't mean you stay here. And I'm like, okay, bet. Like, why you want me to stay here? What's gonna happen? You wanna like play Uno or something? Before they go to the pier and shit, like we go to this little theater room they got. It's like right there. It's like this is like a nice, rich people area. And I'm like, this is nice. So I'm in the basement. We're all in the basement. And we're chilling. And we go over there in that little theater room. I'm like, yo, this is dope. Like they legit have like 3 or 4 rows of seats. I'm like, this is dope as fuck. Like, what? They legit had like rows of seats. Not no little gaming chair, not no little fold chair, like legit like movie theater seats with cup holders. I'm like, yo, this is dope. Like, that's lit. And we're all in there chilling or whatever. And I go back out there because somebody, like homeboy called me out. He was like, come here. Like the dude that said the weird shit. I'm like, what's up, bro? And he that's maybe he's like, you need this. He gives me a condom. I'm like, I appreciate you, bro, but I got one. He was like, you got this, man. He like does this. And I'm like, my dog, you was being weird, but you cool now, I guess. But yeah. So I go back in there with her and shit, and they're like, all right, we're about to leave. And I'm like, sure you don't want to go with them? She's like, no, we can stay here. And I'm like, all right, cool. I just don't want you to, you know, feel weird. And you know, you just met me. About to be here, just me and you, trying to make you be as comfortable as possible type shit, whatever, right? And then they go, my friend goes with them, me and her chilling. And like we're just, getting to know each other more in person, sitting on in like the little theater seats, whatever the fuck they are. And we're showing each other shit on their phone. She scrolls this video. She's like, look. I'm like, what's up? She shows me, and I bullshit you not, in the video. This is like a couple days prior. She's like in the shower drunk. Like not in the shower like naked, but like literally like sitting down because they have a nice ass little shower in the bathroom, like where that little theater room is. And in the video she says, and I quote, if somebody doesn't fuck me in the shower, it's gonna be a problem. So I'm like, okay, she's clearly trying to tell you something. So I'm like, let's go in the bathroom. Like, what's up? Like, I'm not literally saying what's up, but I'm like talking my shit. Like, all right, like, go in there. See what's up. So we go in there. I'm like, that is a nice ass shower. We would fit in there. And she starts laughing, and we start like kissing. Just kissing, whatever. We're kissing for like 5 minutes straight. And me, unless you're like my girlfriend, I don't like kissing leading into nothing. I don't. Like, unless I'm like super attracted to you, I don't really like kissing leading into nothing. And what's up? And she's like, what? I'm like, oh, my fucking tongue is numb type shit. Like, just whatever. Like, trying to, like, what's up? I'm just like, let's make sure this isn't a problem. I'm trying to make my move, and she's like, no, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, all right, cool. I was like, I don't like kissing leading into nothing. And she just looks at me. I'm like, what? She's like, oh, nothing. I'm like, okay. So she goes back out there, and she sits down, and I go sit down next to her. And she's just all like, okay. So I go back. She goes back in there in like a little like living room area, and I'll go out there with her. And she's still moping. I'm like, you good? And she's like, oh, I don't know why guys only try to get with me just to hook up with me. And I look her dead in the face. I'm like, you legit, like the first picture you sent me was a booty pic, and then the titty pic, and then you're talking about how you want to make me come off head and all this other freaky shit. Like, you legit, the first thing you said to me besides Tinder was sexual. Like, you sexualized yourself off rip, basically. So you can't sit here and try to make me feel like a bad guy because all I want to do is do this with you. Like, you displayed yourself to be an open, oh, come on, let's fuck, let's have sex, let's do this and that. Like, you didn't say, oh, let's hang out, go get some food and get to know each other and eventually end up in a relationship. You initiated yourself to be like, oh, just let's fuck. So I'm like, yo, you can't. I'm like, you not about to try to do that to me, no. Because you sexualize yourself. I didn't sexualize you. I didn't bring it up to you. And then she's all sad. She's like, and before that, like when she was sending me pictures, she was like, I want you to keep these. I'm like, I'm younger. I'm like, shit, nudes, cool. Like, hey, oh my God. So she's like, can you delete those pictures and shit? I'm like, all right, yeah, cool. So I delete them and I show her. I go to my recent delete. I'm like, look, they're gone. And then like the rest of the time was quiet. But then like 15 minutes later, everybody comes back. Like I'm sitting, okay, so she's sitting down at this table over here and I'm sitting down at this table right here. It's like kind of like higher chairs. And I'm chilling. My boy comes in, I'm like, what's up? Dude comes in, he's like, so what y'all do? And I'm like, we ain't do nothing. He was like, for real? I was like, yeah, we do nothing. And she like stands up and starts laughing with her friends or whatever. And me, I'm just like, okay, everything's cool. And I bullshit you not, like 5 seconds later, she starts crying and walking towards the theater room. And in my mind, I'm like, what the fuck is she crying for? And then her friend, you know that one uppity friend, that one, she's like, why is she crying? I'm like, I don't know why she's crying. She's like, I know why she's crying, because guys like you. And when she says that, I'm like, what do you mean, guys like you? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I didn't do anything wrong. Like, it just didn't work out. We were going to do something and we ended up not doing it. That's it. Like, what? And I'm like, okay. When I'm in uncomfortable situations, I like to make stupid jokes, try to make everybody laugh and, like, you know, lower the tension. I'm like, yeah, she's crying because my dick's small. And, like, 2 people laugh. 3 people laugh because I'm one of the people that's laughing. And then the dude that asked me the question and gave me the condom, he's like, shut the fuck up. And I was confused. I was like, you talking to me? He was like, yeah, shut the fuck up. I'm like, fuck you. What are you talking about, bro? Like, why are you being weird? He's like, say some more stupid shit. He's like, say some more stupid shit's gonna be a problem. And I had a pocket knife with me because I'm like, I'm going over a stranger's house. I don't know what the fuck's about to happen. Like, and I knew he was gonna be there. The guy was gonna be there. But I'm like, what you? I was like, what you mean it's gonna be a problem? And my friend's just staring at him like he's about to like. My friend looked like he's about to just like start beating his shit in, like just like about to deck his shit. I'm like, hey bro, chill. And I'm looking at him, and then the dude's like, no, don't look at him, look at me. I'm like, bro, I don't know who the fuck you are. I'm looking whoever the fuck I want to look at. You can chill out with that shit. And then he just got quiet and shit. Like, I'm not a tough guy, but I'm like not about to let nobody hold me out. And then everybody's like, the girl starts talking shit again, and he's just acting weird. And I'm like, you know what, bro? I'm not trying to deal with this shit. I tried to break the tension. Shit's just weird. This is clearly your crowd. I'm going to the car. He's like, no, bro, it's chill. I'm like, nah, I'm trying to chill. These motherfuckers being weird. She over here in my ear saying stupid shit. She don't even know the situation. Dude being weird because I'm making jokes about my dick, which is kind of weird that you're worried about another man's dick. Jokes, whatever. So I was like, I'm going to the car. So I go out there in the car, and I'm just like thinking like, wow. This really just happened. That's crazy. But man, I don't even know what the moral of the story is. I guess the moral of the story, don't expect anything from anyone. I guess it was just so weird, bro, because it's just like, why did that have to happen? I mean, it's cool, you know, not every girl you end up talking freaks who you gonna end up with. That's like, you're not gonna get everything in life. You're not gonna fuck every chick you meet. You're not gonna, whatever, cool. But it's like, everything could have been avoided if she would have just played it cool. Like, not even played it cool. Like, she started crying out of nowhere. I'm thinking like she's doing that for attention. But bro, that story is just, it's so it's so fucking, it's so innocent in the beginning, kind of. Besides that weird ass dude, I don't like him. He's fucking weird. Then it gets so messy. It's like, dog, like, what did I do to deserve that? Like, I was legit chilling, bro. We were all chilling. And she was playing it cool for a second, giggling and this. I'm like, man, it's crazy. But yeah, that was story time, man. I hope you enjoyed that. If you got any crazy stories like that, go ahead and make you a YouTube video like that. Go ahead and make you a video. This chair sucks. But yeah, do that. Ignore that, please. That's tacky, I know. But it's been your boy XC. It's my Tinder story time. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. I'm gonna have more. I have more stories, trust me, more than just Tinder. Hope you enjoy Tinder. Be careful with your Tinder people, okay? One more thing I forgot to add, besides being careful with people on Tinder. If there's a weird motherfucker there, he's most likely gonna try to cock block or just kill your vibe. Don't let him do that. But that's it. Hope you enjoy. Peace out.